first became interested in the subject of inclusive PPE when I visited ARCO, which is a training company but also a provider of PPE in my own constituency. Now, they do provide fit-form PPE as standard, but I was amazed to learn that so many companies don't, and this set me on a course in finding out everything I could about why many employers don't provide inclusive PPE and ways that we can encourage them to do so. There are very clear and obvious risks when PPE doesn't fit correctly. So, for example, we've heard about bakers who have burns on their arms. We've heard about female firefighters that aren't given fire boots that fit them properly. It's basically unisex fire boots that they're provided with. We've heard about a female police officer who had a stab vest, again that was unisex, too big for her, and she got a stab injury because the vest was too loose. So some very clear examples, but if we get this right, it has wins all round. So not only do we increase safety in the workplace for employees, but also we remove some of the barriers to workplaces that might be there for not just for women, but for people with disabilities, people from different cultural backgrounds. Perhaps barriers that many people don't notice because they're just used to being given unisex clothing. But we have to change that culture. So I met Robbie from the BSI at an event, and I mentioned that I had visited ARCO in Linlithgow. And that led on to a conversation where he informed me about the drafting work of the standard at that point in time. And I just couldn't believe that it hadn't been done before and that this was an issue. Again, the benefits are numerous. They will promote a more diverse workforce, they will offer employees greater protections, and I believe it will increase productivity as well. Key to the government's economic objectives to grow the economy and increase productivity is the industrial strategy and the ambition to tackle the acute housing crisis that we have and deliver 1.5 million new homes. But if we're going to do that, we have to ensure that workplaces are as safe as they can be. For me, there's a clear linkage here. But we also are working to support people who want to return to the workplace and also ensure that people who have health conditions can stay in the workplace, because we know that many health conditions drive people out of the workforce. So I think it's a win-win all round. And I'll also say that as a Member of Parliament and someone who was previously a councillor as well, every year I attend International Worker Memorial Day events. And at those events, we mourn the dead, those who have lost their life in workplace fatalities, but we also recommit to fighting for the living and having fit-to-form PPE in the workplace for every employee is one way we can do this.